So, very good morning, students. So, actually, we are discussing about a resolving power of a optical instruments. We know about a optical instruments. There are two optical instruments. One we can say is microscope, and one more we can say telescope. In this two optical instruments, we should know about a resolving power. Sir, what is mean by resolving power? So, the resolving power in the senses that is a resolving power in the senses. See, it is a reciprocal of a resolving limit, that we can say resolving power. See, for the resolving power of a telescope, first of all I would like to tell you about a telescope. In this case, you take a resolving power is inversely proportional to resolving limit, that we can say the statement will be, see, in the previous class also I told you very clear related to the statement. It is the smallest value, the reciprocal of the smallest angular separation, the smallest value of angular separation, that we can call as the resolving limit. Smallest value of angular separation, which we can also call as the resolving limit, the smallest value. When the rays are passing through the lenses, that we can say about a optical instruments. In that telescope, and you take a compound microscope, let we have that we can say objective lens, so that the rays were passes through the objective lens. Therefore, the rays which are to be deflected, and it is forms an image. The image will be, it is at a one point the complete image will be forms, because it is according to the diffraction. We are discussing the resolving power of a telescope. Suppose I would like to tell you, let you take a telescope. In the telescope, this is an objective lens, so that the rays were going towards a lens, light rays, which may be to be like this. Light is it is to be entering through the given a lens. Of the diameter you take as a 2a diameter you take as a 2a of the lens. This is the diameter of the lens. Very simple. I would like to tell you in a simple manner. So, it is a 2a which passing through the lens. Therefore, there will be an image will be forms like it is formed on the screen is like it is a simple like will get the maximum, minimum, slowly it is decreases. It is at a distance of f of the focal length of this lens. It is screen is arranged at a focal length of a, I mean to say at an focal length of a objective lens. In this, it is we can call as an objective lens, which is placed at a distance of f, which on screen, so that the rays were completely focused at a one point, and it is forms a central maxima. It is right, the maxima will be the like this, and after that it forms a alternatively minimas. It is in the form of a spherical like this. Again it is forms a one more maxima like you take, and again one more minima will get. See, it is according to the diffraction pattern we are saying, clear. So, this is related to what? It is about a telescope. I mean to say that we can say it is a light rays are going through or passing through the lens, and it may forms a central maxima. It is indicates a bright region, and after that dotted indicates a dark region. Then again it is a bright region, again it is a dark region. So, the diameter of this one you say 2a, d is equal to say 2a, diameter of the this light is focused at a one point, no, that forms alternatively maxima and minima, which we can say bright region diameter will be, it is d is equal to 2a. See, on this basis, let us we should know about a R naught. R naught is nothing but a radius. So that we can say that is R naught is equal to, we can take as a 1.22 lambda f by d, or it is R naught size of the diffraction pattern will be 1.22 lambda f by, we can also take as a 2a, because diameter will be 2a. No? Suppose you cancel this 0.6 approximately 1 lambda f by a. This is about a R naught, that is the radius of the central bright region. R naught will be, you write here, R naught will be radius of the central bright region it is. Clear? So this is will be radius of the central bright region, and 2a is nothing but a diameter of the aperture or diameter of the this lens. Clear? That is d is equal to 2a. Now coming to the point is, now we know central bright region radius, therefore resolving limit will be, we can write like this, resolving limit, you say delta theta is equal to r naught by f. R naught is nothing but a radius of the central bright region by this lens, the focal length of the lens, focal length of the objective lens. So that here we know r naught value. Suppose you write here resolving limit, because we should get a resolving power. For that resolving power we should know about a resolving limit. After knowing the resolving limit, suppose here you substitute, we'll get the resolving power of the given telescope. Telescope also an instrument which use it to separate the two images which are formed at a long distance. So that it is, we can say limit we should get first, then after getting limit, here you substitute the power. So here you take r naught value, that is 0.61 lambda f by, you take as a it is, by again f. So f cancel, resolving limit is equal to 0.61 lambda by a, or else you want to write in terms of diameters, of course you take a diameter also, no problem. It is a resolving limit is equal to, which we can say r naught is nothing but a 1.22 lambda f by, you say d into again f cancel, therefore resolving limit is equal to 1.2 lambda by d. So this is about a what? Resolving limit. Resolving limit of a given telescope. Now he is asking what? Resolving power. Of course the resolving power is nothing but it is inversely proportional. Yes, directly you substitute here the value, so that you write here the final confirmation will be according to this. You take as the resolving power is equal to or inversely proportional to 1 by resolving limit 1.22 lambda by d. So that resolving power is equal to d by 1.22 lambda, or else you want to write this one also, no problem. So that we'll get the final answer will be, if you take this one, then we'll get the resolving power which is inversely proportional to 0.61 lambda by a. Therefore it is inversely proportional to a by 0.61 lambda. This is actually for 4 marks. It is also 4 marks. Once again I will explain you on the basis of resolving power of a telescope. When the light rays which are coming from the long distance, by using the lens, now we are separating the image. It is a resolving power. So the power we have to get, therefore the smallest value of the objective lens, the smallest value of objective lens, which is inversely proportional to the resolving power of a given lens, is inversely proportional to resolving limit. Therefore resolving power inversely proportional to limit, then we have to get first of all resolving limit. The resolving limit is nothing but a delta theta r naught by f. In this r naught by f, we should know about a r naught. R naught is nothing but it is a central bright region of the diffraction pattern. So that in that diffraction pattern, r naught is equal to 1.22 lambda f by d. In the previous class I told you this, because it is an arc length, or we can say it is an arc of our eye. Diameter of eye is equal to, it is a 2 mm. So that iris, by using that all information, see r naught will be like this 1.22 lambda f by d. So that this value, by using this one, resolving limit is nothing but a r naught by f. This rays were actually passing through the lens, therefore it is forms a completely at a central maxima will be like this. Alternatively it forms a minima, maxima, minima, maxima. So that the r naught will be what it is? It is a central radius of the central bright region. R naught is equal to 1.22 lambda f by d. Therefore r naught is equal to 0.61 lambda by a. After knowing this, here you substitute, because limit is equal to r naught by f, therefore 0.61 lambda by a. Then limit, after knowing the limit, then you substitute in the power. So this is related to what? It is a resolving power of a telescope. Resolving power of a telescope. See now, you go through this, because it is also for 4 marks question. After knowing this, I would like to tell you another one about a microscope, right? I want to tell you about a microscope. Again the microscope also same, that is a resolving limit. We should know about a First of all, resolving power. That resolving power is nothing but the same. It is like it is, we can take it as the same issue. So resolving limit is inversely proportional to resolving power is inversely proportional to resolving limit. So based on it, I will tell you like this. For the microscope, you take a side heading, right? Microscope. Actually, derivations are not required. If you are supposed to remember is also enough, but I am giving the derivations also. You take a microscope, right? So microscope is actually again the same. You take a objective lens, right? So that there is an object is placed at a focus point. Therefore the rays were goes, and the diameter of the lens is again you take as a 2a, or you want to say d. It is the diameter will be you take as a d, and the rays which are going, and it is completely forms an image like this at a central bright region which forms, and alternatively it forms a central bright. After that again it is a central minima, then after that again central maxima, which forms alternatively like this. The rays were goes like this. So that here again we have to get the same. It is, see, this is a central bright region. Due to the diffraction pattern, the rays were completely, it is to be focused at a one point. So that here again you say the image of a point will be again to be diffraction pattern whose size in the image. Now coming to the point is, you take a one, like you give here, it is a B, it is a A, it is a central point you take as a C, right? Here it is making an angle, the rays were making an angle beta, and in this you say d by 2, because this length will be, total will be d, no? This total diameter of the lens is you say d, in this half will be d by 2. Actually again the central bright region, we know R naught is equal to 1.22 lambda f by capital D, or R naught is equal to, it is 1.22 lambda f by 2a, therefore it is 0.61 lambda f by a. Your wish, anyone you take, anyone you go, right? No problem it is. And here we know magnification of a lens is, it is a v by u, we can, shall I? It is the size of the image by size of the object. Or if we can also say in terms of, because the object is equal to, at a distance is, object is equal to distance f, no? So that we can also write m is equal to v by f. You keep these two expressions, right? We'll see. By using this resolving power we should get. For that resolving power we should know about a limit, right? So that here you take a triangle from this triangle BAC or ABC. Yeah, can you tell here tan beta? Of course tan beta is equal to, beta opposite is, actually it is AC by, you say AC by, it is a BC, we can. So tan beta is equal to, it is AC is nothing but you say d by 2, BC is nothing but a f. This is what it is actually tan beta. By using the triangle, here we are getting a what it is, we can say tan beta is equal to d by 2f, or you want to write a tan 2 tan theta is equal to d by f. You say it is an equation 1, this you say equation 2. Now coming to the point is, by using this, actually there is due to the diffraction pattern, the whose the size of the image, we can say like this, due to, let us you write like this, due to diffraction pattern, size of the image is equal to v into theta. Say v is nothing but a size of the image which formed at a distance is like this, and theta is nothing but a, we can call as the angular dispersion, or we can say angular size. We know angular size theta is equal to 1.2 lambda by d. This is there in the first very beginning. See in the previous class I told you, right? Let us. Here v into 1.22 lambda by, it is d, we can. See it is what, due to a diffraction pattern, the size of the image will be, we can say, so that here resolving limit will be dm. It is you write here resolving limit. Limit will be, it is a delta theta m, or you want to write here a dm, right? It is limit, it is. is equal to V theta by m. Here V theta by m is nothing but we know theta value, and V here you write V by m into theta, you write 1.22 lambda by m, because theta is 1.22 lambda by d. But V by m from here you take V by m, no, here it is a V by m, so that F is equal to V by m we can. So this you write here, therefore it is equal to we can write what it is, F, right, F of it is 1.22 lambda F by m we can, sorry to say it is d, right, here you write d, because it is the d, no, 1.22 lambda by d. It is what it is, a resolving limit. But here you know one thing, here f by d is there, no, in this. From two expression to look at, see actually f by d we required, so that f by d is equal to cross multiply, therefore 1 by 2 tan theta we can, tan beta here. So instead of this, instead of f by d, here you write a tan beta, so that resolving limit will be, that is d limit is equal to 1.22 lambda by f by d is nothing but you say 2 tan beta. This is about a resolving limit. Almost it is we are in ending. Resolving limit will be, this is will be resolving limit 1.22 lambda by 2 tan beta. Now actually is asking what about a I mean to say power, resolving power, no. So for that purpose actually tan theta is equal to, we can also write like this, tan beta, because angles are very small, no, so we can say like this. So resolving limit will be, it is equal to, or d limit is equal to 1.22 lambda by 2 sin beta also we can, because angles are very small. When angles are very small, so we can say limit will be 1.22 lambda by 2 sin beta, because angles are very small, so that the tan beta which almost equal to sin beta, so that we can say like this, in this it is about a limit. So resolving power will be, directly we can take from there is 0 point, because resolving power will be, that is inversely proportional to resolving limit, therefore resolving power is equal to 1 by 1.22 lambda by 2 sin beta, so that resolving power is inversely proportional or is equal to 2 sin beta by 1.22 lambda. So these are related to resolving power of a telescope and microscope. Here we should know these values, right? Suppose you remember these values enough, resolving limit and resolving power, 2 sin beta by 1.22 lambda. This is enough to remember. See, for this resolving power, clear? Suppose you want to say, suppose the lens is placed in the not in air. Suppose I would like to tell you the lens is placed in the different medium, so that for that medium we can say lambda dash, or lambda is equal to, we can say lambda by mu. Here instead of this we can also take like this, so that we'll get the answer will be, it is instead of lambda you say lambda by mu, it is not in air. So resolving power is equal to, it is this lambda will come, no, so that it is 2 mu sin beta by 1.22. Yes, we can also take like this, because it is not in air. Suppose I would like to tell you it is not in air, so that if it is not in air, therefore lambda is equal to lambda by mu, that we know about a refractive index, right? So like this is about a resolving power of a microscope. If you go through this, then it is help you in the final examination. On this basis actually we have some 2-3 problems also, that I would like to tell you that problems, what are given the problems. Of course, there are no problems, but the question in our material, the question was given, page number 87, related to the this resolving powers of optical instruments. Question number 5. You look at question number 5. Yeah, here remember I told you very clear related to the interference and diffraction. This both is obeys the law of conservation of energy. That mean here the conservation of energy is involved in these cases, because at one place the energy is minimum and another place is energy is maximum. That we can call at one place energy is disappeared and another place is energy is appeared. The bright and the dark regions are forming alternatively. So that we can call as the at one place energy disappeared and another place energy is appeared. So which we can say like this, clear? So that the conservation of energies it is follows the rule. And here there is a rule, I told you that it is obeys there is a condition Fresnel distance ZF is equal to a square by lambda. Already I told you that is b square by L lambda, right? Or you remember b square by L lambda is very greater than or equal to 1. If it is obeys, that is follows the condition for diffraction, condition for optics, that is a ray optics, and one more is the geometrical, or we can also call geometrical optics. So in the very beginning I told you this two relations, right? Suppose you go through that, clear? Yeah. So like it is about a relation to the diffraction and as well as a relation to the interference pattern of optics. This is the wave optics, or we can also call it is a I mean to say, right here. Coming to the point is, let us actually see in this another one is there, that is about a polarization. Of course, in this year the polarization concept is it is to be deleted. 2020 it is deleted. Then also I will explain you about a polarization. Very simple. Sir, what is mean by polarization? See, the polarization in the senses. You remember here in this chapter actually, see, we discussed about interference and diffraction, as well as we should know about a polarization, because light should obey the properties. One property we can say about a rectilinear propagation, of course it is obeys the rectilinear, reflection, refraction also over, and related to the in this chapter interference is light is obeys, diffraction also obeys. And the next one is it is about a polarization, and the polarization concept is deleted for this year. Then also I will explain you about a polarization. Sir, what is mean by polarization? So the thing is, the polarization in the sense is, see, very simple. See, in an interference and diffraction pattern, so that the interference and diffraction is does not it does not reveals. Interference and diffraction pattern is does not reveals the whether the light is a transfer or longitudinal. So the concepts are not explained in that concept. Which one? Interference and diffraction patterns are not explained about the like a light is a transfer or otherwise it is a longitudinal. Of course, light is a transverse waves only. Longitudinal is a meaningless for the polarization. Suppose the light is which propagating in the direction, in a one direction, I mean to say about a polarization. So the polarization in the sense is, it is only dividing the components. See, one only, here it is a polarization. Polarizing is nothing but a dividing, simple. In light is actually it is consist of a both the vibrations will be there. One we can say parallel vibration, and one more we can say perpendicular vibration is there. In general, electromagnetic wave, you take a electromagnetic wave, in that light is electromagnetic wave in the senses, light is associated both electrical field vector as well as the magnetic field vector. So the polarization concept in the senses, polarization is nothing but a dividing, and it should be propagate only one of the vibration. See, the electromagnetic wave is nothing but that is consist of both electrical field vector as well as the magnetic field vector. So of course magnetic field vector is not necessary to discuss, only electrical field vector only in this concept is required. So that it is about a polarization, little introduction, because in this polarization it reveals the, it is discuss or it is tells about the light ray. It is nothing but a transverse waves, not any longitudinal. Longitudinals are meaningless, very simple. Now let us here related to the polarization, we'll see in the next class. I'll give you clear information related to the polarization. Thank you very much. We'll see in the next class.